Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Who the hell is this guy? This is pretty much the first video I'm making, so hopefully you guys still like it nonetheless. These are the 5 things I hate about the 2020 Jeep Gladiator. And if you guys would love to be absolutely awesome, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel because there's definitely much more coming in the near future. So one of the very first things is stuff getting caught in the raised fenders. And yes, you might notice the truck is a little dirty. Welcome to Maryland. But yes, one of the main things that you encounter when you have a Jeep Gladiator, specifically the Rubicon, is the raised fenders, which tends to collect a lot of crap in it. And yes, I know that you can just get those out with a credit card and everything, but having to do that every single time is a little tedious. Plus, if you get rocks in it, it does kind of suck. But unfortunately, that's something you just gotta deal with whenever you have a Jeep. It's not one of those things that's a reason that you turn down purchase of the vehicle. When it comes to the next thing that I do not like about the Jeep Gladiator, it actually comes to something on the interior, which is the fact that you have to shift when you're in manual, or whenever you have it in drive, if you want to shift it, after bumping it to the left, in order to shift up, you have to pull backwards, which you would honestly think if you want to shift up, you push up, but you don't, which it does kind of look cool if it's in a sequential shifter in a race car, but this is not that. So it feels just off having to pull backwards to go up. And some people might find that fun, some people might not. I just find it a little weird. When it comes to the next part of the things that I do not like about the Jeep Gladiator, it honestly comes down to the sway bar disconnect, which is a fantastic feature because you don't have to go out of the car, get all like on your back and everything to disconnect the sway bar, and you can just do it with a simple switch. The only thing that kind of sucks though is you have to make sure that your pitch and roll are both directly at 0, which is something that Ford was able to correct very easily with the Ford Bronco and the new one. Basically, you'd be able to disconnect the sway bar even when like one wheel is up in the air and it's under load and everything. It would be kind of nice if I'd be able to actually use a feature that comes with one of the higher end packages. It makes it easier to use it. Not that I can't use it, it just is something I would very much appreciate being able to actually use fairly easily. And I don't even know if that's specifically with mine or if it's just with all of the Rubicons in general, but the sway bar disconnect is not the easiest thing to engage. So for the next thing, when it comes to things I do not like about the Jeep Gladiator, it would be the motor, and which being the same motor that they've used for the past 9, almost 10 years. And this time it's pushing an almost 3-ton vehicle, because the Gladiator is about 1,000 to about maybe even 1,500 pounds heavier than its Wrangler counterpart. And that doesn't get any bit complemented with the fact that the Rubicon has some armor underneath, which is just adding to the weight. So if you're going to buy a Gladiator or a Wrangler in general, don't buy it for the gas mileage. Like, seriously, come on, dudes. Now, if Jeep wanted to be absolutely awesome, they could have done the thing that they're just now getting around to doing, which is the 392 Wrangler, which is them finally putting a Hemi underneath of the Jeep, which they should have had a V8 option for years, and it just doesn't make any sense. You have all of this weight behind this vehicle that's trying to move even when it's trying to go over obstacles really slowly, and you have to put more foot into it than you had honestly expected just to get over simple obstacles. Now, I honestly don't expect any Jeep executives to be watching this, because honestly, this channel, as of right now, is small as shit. But hey, Jeep, if you want to put a V8 option in the Gladiator, that would be pretty cool. I mean, you have the diesel option as of 2021, where's the V8 option, guys? Come on. But when it all comes down to it, the Jeep Gladiator is still something I do not regret for a single second purchasing. It is a fun vehicle, it's fun to drive, and it gets looks, because honestly, one of the things I liked about it the most is that it gave me that mimic of style of the old farm trucks that you would see with the big exposed fenders and everything. And it's just something that I've loved ever since I got it, and I really want to do much more with it. I've even taken it to a Savage Off-Road event, which was mainly Raptors, and I think I did pretty darn well, even though when I went there I was totally expecting to get dirty, and wow, I was underestimating myself. But in the end, I fully expect to do so much more with this vehicle. I do not plan on getting rid of it for any reason whatsoever. Maybe unless somebody offered me like some insane amount of money for it, that would be the only reason I could think of. But honestly, if I was given that money, I would go right around to the dealership and get another one. But until then, I'm just going to be enjoying the Gladiator for it being a fantastic toy. Plus also the ride quality is pretty decent because of the long wheelbase. And if you guys want to see more fun stuff going on with the Gladiator, and come summer, we'll hopefully and very likely be getting something a little more powerful. I'm hoping a minimum of 400 horsepower. Not the Gladiator, definitely more so a road car, but definitely something you should be looking forward to. And so if you want to be absolutely amazing, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know honestly what car you would like to see, because I'm honestly just looking around at stuff I can't afford at the moment when I'm bored. But come summer, likely I will have something that I can actually afford to get, and I would love to see what people want to see and see if that is something also that I would like to see as well. So hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to turn on those notifications as well. So be absolutely amazing, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.